Good morning, Leroy Clamola here with you. Hope you're doing all right today as we get things kicked off here for our morning show and our live stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. And joining me this morning is Amy Hagan and Pat Moses. And glad to have you guys on here this morning. How are you guys today?
Leroy, thank you very much for having us.
Absolutely, and always great to talk to you about some of the great stuff going on in the community and in the surrounding area. I feel since I've started doing this since Avery left, I feel like I've learned so much more about what's going on in the community. I'm going to be really, really sad when I have to go to the other side of the room again. But this is fantastic. We get to share and get to talk about some of the great stuff going on. And again, thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes this morning to talk to us about some of the great stuff going on. So talk to us a little bit about what we have going on this morning. I know we were talking a little bit before we went on about some of the loan stuff and what's going on with that.
Well, we're here today to represent IFBW, which is a business women's group that's been around since 1919 in the state and 1929 here in Taylorville. It has had some different names over the years. Many people might remember it as the BPW, the Business and Professional Women of Taylorville. We just finished a fashion show this fall in which we raised funds for local scholarships. And this year, our member here, Amy, came up with the idea of a microloan to help local women business owners trying to get to the next step of their businesses and it's something new. We're just kicking off. She put out the press release a couple of weeks ago, and we're here to talk about it today and release the application.
Yeah, and with that, always a big thing for these businesses that really need maybe need that little bit of extra boost and a little bit of extra help to get things going, to get things kicked off, and this really goes a long ways towards helping that.
Yeah, I think so, Leroy. I mean, through my various affiliations and whatnot, I've come to realize the value of just a small, what we're calling a micro loan could be to an entrepreneurial woman who maybe has a side hustle that she's running in addition to her full-time job. Maybe she's, a baker, or maybe she's got some specific talent and she's wanting to take it, like Pam said, to the next level. So this microloan program is really intended for a entrepreneurial woman within Taylorville or Christian County that is interested in, like I said, interested in taking their business to the next level. And we have a small application that's easy to work through, just a few moments of a person's time in putting some information together, some financial information, budget information, and then talking about what can happen in the life of their business if they had this small boost.
Yeah, and with that and being able to, sometimes I think taking that first step is so important. A lot of people get a little bit scared to it, taking that first step and taking that first leap, but it can go so much towards helping, towards really setting yourself up for success.
Yeah. And, the intention of the monies is for a woman who's maybe looking to purchase some inventory. Maybe they need a piece of equipment or a fixture, a piece of machinery, some signage, something like that. Some marketing dollars, maybe even, again, to take their business to that next level of success. And, I guess you would ask maybe kind of what the impetus of it is, and that the IFBW, as Pam said, has been a business and professional women's organization that's existed for a number of years in this community. We've had a number of fundraisers, particularly those in the listening audience may know us for our spring fashion show. And, we're pleased to say that particular event is beginning to operate in the black and make us a little bit of money. And as a result, we're giving back to the community. The scholarship committee was extremely generous this year with our young people, high school seniors that are bound for college. And we thought, in the vein of our mission statement, which is women helping women, women empowering women, to have a micro loan program that really hits at the heart of the entrepreneurial talents of our business women or wannabe business women in this community. That's where we saw a gap and wanted to help fill it.
And you never know when one of those loans might be the biggest difference maker towards getting that boost and getting to that spot that you need to get to. I know marketing is such a huge deal, especially with social media being the way that it is, and for some of these really small companies, that can make all the difference in the world between reaching 10 people as opposed to reaching 100 or maybe even more.
Sure, absolutely. And we've got some opportunities right here in town. We all have the farmers market, and maybe they want to get out of their pop-up that maybe they've been doing out of their kitchen or out of their living room or out of their spare bedroom, and actually want to do something more. And whether it's getting a booth at the local chili fest or whatever it may be in those regards, but just helps them to get there. And a lot of times you hear people say, well, I don't have enough inventory. I can't sell that because I can't bring in the inventory to make the shirts or make the hats or make the pins or whatever they might be doing. And this can get there, and it's an interest-free loan. It's they're up to $1,000 each. We're going to give out 2 of them this year. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a start for us. And the payback is a 2-year payback. So at the end of year 1, they pay half of it back. At the end of year 2, they pay the second half back. And we're going to fund this for 2 years. And then the idea is that it will self-fund itself with the funds coming back in that 1 year, 2-year payback over time. Time we hit year 3, we'll be able to give out 3 of them, and they should be self-sustaining as long as the businesses work out.
And the idea, obviously, being that the return that these people get from this loan will more than pay off in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. All right. And again, we're talking to Amy Hagan, Pam Moses, a little bit about some of the great stuff that they have going on. And this organization that you guys have, I know you already said it, but you guys have been around for quite a while. And talk a little bit about some of the other stuff that you guys have going on with that and towards the outreach that you guys have for the community.
Well, like I said, IFBW has been around, and it's kind of changed over time. Many people knew us way back for doing a pancake breakfast and then a Christmas auction, and then just before the pandemic, we started the fashion show. But giving back the last couple of years, we've also been trying to promote local businesses during the summer. We go into those businesses, like we've done Down to Earth. We go in, get to hear their story, how they got started, where they're trying to get to, try to support their business. And we try to move around through the summer and to women-owned businesses here in town and help and promote them, as well as do a little bit of shopping ourselves, I suppose. And the scholarships we've done, not only do we do the scholarships for the high school seniors, we do a Women in Transition scholarship. So if you have somebody that maybe didn't go to school right out of high school, they started a family, they started a job, whatever it was, or maybe they've changed in the middle of the stream and they want to go a different direction and study something different. So we have a Women in Transition scholarship. We don't get a lot of applicants for that every single year. But it's something we do have for somebody wanting to go back to school or go to school for the first time, but didn't do it right out of high school, something a little non-traditional.
Yeah, you mentioned Down to Earth Sustainability. We've had her on our show before, and she's fantastic. She's put in a lot of hard work to get that business off the ground. It's been a real thrilled to see that business kind of take off as far, and obviously she's not the only one. Plenty of businesses in Taylorville have started off relatively small and have started to work their way up, but it's got to be rewarding to see the hard work that especially when it comes to women and running their own businesses.
Yeah, and she had been a scholarship winner years past, so yeah, that's even greater.
And then the other thing is too, at Christmas time, we do a program called Kicks for Kids, Leroy, and basically helps somewhere between 35 and 40 kids in our school district. We invite them in an evening, Sunday evening before Christmas holidays, and we outfit them with shoes, a warm knit hat and gloves, and a new pair of socks. And they're leaving the local proprietor that day. We partner with Shoe Sensation, and they leave that night with a new pair of shoes or a new pair of boots. So that's one more way that we give back to the community as well.
Well, and Amy, we've talked about this with the food pantry before, but I think people don't realize how great the need really is, especially when it comes to that kind of stuff. And it's one of those things where it becomes it's somebody else's problem. It's not that big of a deal, but at the end of the day, you're giving shoes to a bunch of kids who really, really need them.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I mean, we'll have kids come in and they're wearing, an uncle's pair of shoes or something that they've outgrown or worn out that got a hole in it or something. And so that's typically the case. And the people that come and volunteer, it's generational. We'll have a lot of mother-daughter duos that come in and volunteer their time for that particular evening's event. And it's very rewarding. Those who participate in it year after year, they say it's part of their Christmas holiday, and that it doesn't feel like holidays to them until they've had a chance to participate in the shoe giveaway, because it's extremely hands-on and you're looking eye to eye, with a child in our community who has legitimately a need.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more with Amy Hagan, Pamela Moses, talking to them a little bit about some of the great stuff that they have going on right here on the WTIM Morning Show. Again, our portion of this morning show brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. You can learn about several fun events at the Kimmer Village Facebook page and on our website. This is Shawless Nagel, Executive Director with Kimmer Village. You can register your team of 4 for our 30th annual golf tournament on September 8th at kimmervillage.org/golf. And you can learn about our Eclipse event April 6th, 7th, and 8th, 2024 at campcrew.org.
Make every part of your home more consistently comfortable with a variable speed Bryant Evolution system. Let Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing install one of these highly advanced systems that automatically make adjustments and uses their Perfect Humidity Plus and Perfect Heat Plus technologies to deliver superior comfort and performance. To learn more or schedule an evaluation of your home, contact Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing at 824-4684 today. Bryant, whatever it takes. Prevent early nursing home placement by renting one of the catered care suites at Taylorville Estates Assisted Living, 705 South Houston. You'll enjoy home-cooked meals, laundry service, and use their therapy gym. If you like it, they have 1- and 2-bedroom apartments available for longer-term stays. Find out more on their catered care suites move-in specials from Administrator Tony Clark, with immediate placement available. Stop by or call at 824-2222. That's 824-2222. Taylorville Estates, encouraging independence, enriching lives.
The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today. Listen for Taylorville Tornado baseball, softball, and Little League games on New Country 104.1 and stream live on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. You'll hear boys baseball, girls softball, and Little League games brought to you by
your locally owned Scooters Coffee at routes 29 and 104 in Taylorville. Are proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Tornado Give Back promotion. Scooters Coffee will donate the following to the Taylorville Sports Boosters. For each Tornadoes varsity football touchdown, they're donating $10. For each 3-point shot in varsity Tornado boys and girls basketball games, they're donating $3. And for each varsity Tornado baseball and softball game, they're donating $3. The 22 local Scooters Coffee Taylorville thank you for your business. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
the purple and gold. Our coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today.
C&B Bank and Trust has been opening doors since 1854. Find out about all the products and services they provide by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Bob Reddings with the Bob Reddings family of dealerships. See our huge inventory of about 2,000 vehicles by clicking on our ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
And welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. Our live stream, of course, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. And joining me this morning is Amy Hagan, Pam Moses, talking to us about some of the great stuff that the IFBW has going on. And one of those big things is a loan for small businesses, especially for not just especially for women who are running a small business and maybe need that little bit of extra boost to get them going. And all right, so my wife has a small business. She makes tumblers, pens, all kinds of little tiny trinkets and stuff like that. Let's say she wants to apply for this. What does she need to do to be able to get something like this?
Well, we'll email it out to the local Chamber of Commerce. They can pick it up there if they'd like. We do have a IFBW Facebook page. That address is at Taylorville Businesswomen on Facebook. Again, at Taylorville Businesswomen. They can pull it up there. We'll have that posted out today. And worst case scenario, they can do it the old-fashioned way. Call or text me at 217-454-6105, and if they get me their email address, I'll send it right over to them. We're hoping to have it out today with a deadline in 2 weeks for May 31st for our first round on this, because we'd like to get it out right away to help, especially if they want to get into the farmers market or something.
Yeah, so not a big turnaround on this. Want to get this done fairly quickly and get the money into the hands of somebody that needs it relatively quick, so that they can, like you said, get things going, moving forward. Maybe even this summer.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, so plenty of great things going on. And again, the IFBW has plenty of great programs as well. Check out their Facebook page for all of the great events that they have going on. And got a few more minutes left to talk about some of the other stuff. Is there anything else you guys have as far as this loan? Any other information you want maybe women to know about it, or any of the other programs that you guys have?
Well, Leroy, I think it's important that people realize that we are an open organization, meaning that, we are always looking for new members. Interested parties are welcome to come to any of our group meetings. And like, for example, tomorrow night is our next meeting of the IFBW. It'd be a great night to take part in it because it's at a local woman-owned business, being Florinda's. It is our annual scholarship presentation dinner. And so all of the ladies who received scholarships through this round, our 2023 Taylorville High School graduates, we awarded, 14 scholarships, Pam? And all of them have been invited to take part in tomorrow evening's dinner, and a chance to meet these exceptional women and a chance to learn more about our organization. So that's an open invitation. But certainly, with any organization these days, if you don't have a philosophy of welcoming new, then the organizations tend to run a bit stagnant, and we certainly don't want that to be the case with ours. So encourage anyone who's a woman who has an interest in doing good things for our community to come on out.
Yeah, and always trying to impact and those scholarships towards seniors and towards helping those really can go a long way towards helping them, and maybe even having them give back a little bit to the community as well.
Absolutely. We try to get as many of them involved in the fashion show as we can as well. Some of them are models. Some of them are doing set up or tear down or whatever it may be, and helping and getting out there and being a voice and sharing. So, and who knows, maybe some of those seniors are starting their own business. So
And you never know, and always can go a long ways towards helping. And again, while it may not seem like a lot, every little bit helps. I know that for a fact, based off of conversations I've had with my wife on the stuff that she does. Every little bit goes a long way. So, Amy, Pam, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us. Pam, you want to give me that phone number one more time, or that of everything one more time,
Sure.
As we get things going here?
The at Taylorville Women Business Women is the Facebook. Again, at Taylorville Business Women. That's our Facebook page. And my number's 217-454-6105. Send me that email.
Perfect. Sounds good. Again, Amy, Pam, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Leroy.
All right. We got more of the WTIM morning show coming up in just a little bit right here on WTIM, your information station. And we'll have more right after this.
Your information station, WTIM.
With SRN News,